Hey YouTube, Mike at Tankless Guy here. How we all doing today? I hope we all had a safe and productive week. Alright, let me mosey on around here to the table. Alright, today we have Navien's Peak Flow Scale Buster or filter system. Basically what they did is they came out with 3 different models. They have an S model. I got my little brochure here. They have an S model. They have now an A model, and then they have a C model, which is like commercials, a real big tank with an 1.25 inch inlet. All right, both of these units are like filters. So you know the past couple of videos we have done the scaling procedures, we did some shorts, we showed the tool, but now this here will greatly enhance the performance of the tankless. It's not going to stop you from doing your yearly service. You still have to do it. But if you have a customer or if you have hard water or well water, what this is going to do is it's going to greatly enhance the water quality going into the tankless heater, which would then add life to it. So for the money that you're going to spend or the customer is going to pay for this system, they're going to get that 15-20 years out of their tankless as long as they do their yearly service. Okay, so the S model. The S model, as you can see, looks basically like a standard filter. What does it come with? It comes with the filter housing and inlet outlet top. It comes with the wrench. It comes with 1 by 3/4 PVC bushings, because it can be reduced down to 3/4. Comes with the wall bracket, very, very heavy powder coated. As you can see, it mounts like that. That gets mounted to the wall. You got 4 lag bolts in here that will lag into this. Comes with all the bolts, even the bolts for the wall. Then inside of the unit is their version of a cartridge, which I think is pretty ingenious. Now, the housing is standard to a regular cartridge, but their cartridge is this. It has a filter and a medium inside of it. So this is what you're going to change when it needs be. It has instruction sheet inside. It has the nub, the receiving hole, the other nub receiving inside. They self-center themselves. So basically you would put this in, get it into the recess. I'm going to just put this back in. And then this thing will go back on. It also has the 2 O-rings. It has the top O-ring and an outer sealing O-ring. And once you get it back on, it'll self-center. And of course you're not spinning that, you're spinning this. Tighten it up. Give it a little snug. Bob's your uncle. Of course, you'll have a bypass. We're going to do a video on piping of this in the future. And it comes with an instruction sheet. All right, the A model. Okay, this one here will do 6 gallons per minute max, continuous 4 gallons a minute. This one will do 10 gallons a minute and 6 gallons per minute at continuous. They all can handle 90 psi at a maximum 100 degree Fahrenheit, minimum 40. Okay, again, this is 1 inch to reduce to 3/4. This here is a little different. I'll show you what the adapters are. This one has a 2-year warranty. This has a 3-year warranty. And then I'll bring this over. The C model also has a 3-year warranty. So what do you get with this? Well, you get this wall bracket, and as you can see, there's slotted holes. You get 4 screws inside this bag, and on the bottom, you get a series of holes on the bottom. You're going to screw that to this. This bracket then gets bolted into here to hold it up against the wall. And then here, you have these slide clips. And as you can see on the top of this, there's an arrow, the direction, so the flow is in this way. Just like on the top of this is written inlet outlet. So with this, inside of this handy dandy little accessory bag, you're going to get these adapters. And the adapters get pushed in to here, and then these clips get pushed in and locked in. So if you have 3/4, and if you notice on this, you even get some extra O-rings. They give you, I'll show you the 1-inch one. Now my hands are all slippery from the O-ring grease. So they give you, so the 3/4 one has the O-rings. Here's the 1-inch. They give you the O-rings for it. And if you notice, what they did was they made these knurls so that you can hold back while you're making your adapter up. But you see, once you push this in, this clip, and I don't want to do it right now, so you have this clip here, these clips, and once you push in, and again, I would see, ooh, I almost lost myself there. I would suggest using some O-ring grease. Once you put that in, you will push this clip and that will make the watertight seal. So if you have an application where you need more flow, say you have 2-3 units, well you can, and you have 1-inch piping going to a common manifold, what you can do is you can use this filter to filter the larger or multiple tankless units. Now, if you look in the manual with this, it's actually, you will take this head off, and when you buy the new medium, it comes with a funnel, and that's how you fill it up. See? That's how you fill it. Strainer on the bottom, funnel, and then you would pour the medium in. And that's, do they give you resin? Yeah, media bed loading procedure. That's how you would load it. So they give you that in the instruction sheet, but these units are ready to go out of the box. Well, you don't see the box because it's sitting over there. So here is the peak flow sheet. What we have here, this is, see how much bigger? I've seen this at the trade show. And you can actually use this as like a whole house filter. And then they give you some pictures of what your pipe would look like, untreated, treated. So it all depends on your water. It all depends on where your water comes from and the quality of your water. That's how I found it. I mean, I have tore apart heat exchangers, and I have seen them completely open, and then I've tore some apart that, you know, before we junk them, I've seen them, they were in very bad shape. So, like I said, it depends on where your water is coming from and what the quality of the water is. So, but like I said, with her company to have their own product, which would be then under the warranty, you see, if you got a leaking heat exchanger, and with the two tankless companies, actually the few tankless companies I've dealt with, but the two, Navien and that other company, Renai, basically they could require a water sample if you have a leaking heat exchanger. Now, will that cause you to be 3, 4, 5, 6, maybe a whole week where before they send you a heat exchanger, that means they have no hot water? Most of the time they'll send you one heat exchanger. If it happens again, then they're going to be like, whoa, time out here. We need a sample. But if you have one of these, so if you sell your customer one of these, whether it's this S model or the A model, you sell them one of that. And when you have a leaking heat exchanger and you call up tech support, now with that new app, you know, you can go on the app, they open up your phone, they can actually see this installed on the cold water inlet and be like, okay, it's protected, And, you know, if they do happen to have a whole house filter. So, you know, it'll also help if you do happen to have a defective heat exchanger a year or two down the road. But something like this, I always install, before we did Navien, I would actually go out and get a similar filter like a GE. And if the house was on well water, I would put one of those charcoal filters in here, install it on the wall, bring the cold water, put a valve, cold water in, out, up into tankless, hot water out. Why? Because you don't know, I mean, groundwater, especially here in Florida, changes and changes and changes all the time. So I would always put one of these on. And it's a good thing to also ask your customer, how's your water? Or see where they are, like is it, you know, what water department? And if you happen to know how the quality of the water is, that's then you would sell one of these. Okay? All right, so my email again will be below. You'll have, now remember, it's a new email. I have it now as thattanklessguy@gmail. So I started a whole new email. Now, let me get in the front here. I'm actually starting a website under the same name. I'm in the communications of having this done. And the website will actually have enhanced videos on it that you can purchase a video and have it for, like, just say complete descaling, or how to pipe a unit in, doing the venting, cutting the venting. It'll be like 1 hour videos that you'll be able to purchase and then keep and have as, like, basically like a notebook. Also, and you know, I apologize for this, but certain questions I can answer pretty much right away. But other questions I need to put a bit of time, and I'm getting a lot of these, where I actually have to get pictures from you, I have to maybe get a video, I might have to FaceTime you, and then go over this. So what I did is I charge a small consulting fee for between $100 and $150. What that'll get you is a complete rundown of what your problem is. If you need a drawing or a new piping drawing, will be sent to you. If you need, like I had a doctor the other day, had a brand new unit installed, we FaceTimed, I had about 8 problems, 8 things that were installed wrong. So I sent him a breakdown of what he needs to tell the plumber to fix. And it will also include follow-up, like phone call or pictures or FaceTiming. So that's what that will include. I will provide the Venmo account until the website is active, and then there'll be something on the website that you can actually set up, and we can go over this. Now, again, a lot of this stuff, it's not like, oh, I want to purchase a video. You know, this is, I got no hot water and I need this fixed now. So that's what I'll provide. Like, pretty much you email me in the morning, we'll be talking that night. Okay? Alrighty, everything will be in the description below, model numbers. You can go on their website and check it out. But again, I highly recommend, if your customers have hard water, install one of these. All right, YouTube, you all be safe out there. Bob's your uncle, and I'll see you on the next video. Bye-bye now.